Welcome to your Taurus horoscopes for the week of the 21st through the 27th of April. Pretty much the last full week of April. We move into May next week, which is kind of crazy. And still Taurus season. We still have the sun in Taurus, of course, and the Mercury retrograde is ending. Oh my God, this week. Midweek on Wednesday, which just happens to be about the time or almost the time that the moon comes into opposition with all the planets that are in Taurus, which is going to extend your Mercury retrograde fun just a little bit as it adds those little challenges there. We're going to kick off Tuesday, actually, with the moon officially moving into opposition with the sun and in a square with Pluto, which is a T-square. It's a pretty big challenge, actually. The moon's focus is on the home. The sun's focus is on career and shining in your career. So again, you're toggling back and forth between putting all your energy into those career goals and the people at home are like, what about us? It happens all the time, right? If I had a dime for the amount of times I felt that way, I'd probably never need to charge for a reading again, honestly. And Pluto just adds another layer to this by bringing that transformative influence in around your relationship. So in some cases, this challenge is literally going to pop up on the last day, full day of the Mercury retrograde. And it's just going to be sort of like, here I am, I'm almost there. I'm totally awesome in my career goals. And everybody around you is like, yeah, well, you just lost all your friends because you don't have time for us. It's that feeling I think that we all get. And success is a really hard thing because it's not just about going after your success. It's not just about building your success. It's about how the people around you react to your success or react to the time you're putting into your success or what have you. And it's a really big letdown. It's like you're so excited about where you're headed and where you've been so far. And everybody around you is just kind of like, whatever. We're more concerned about how your success is affecting us. It's really, really frustrating when that comes up. But I have to say, don't give up hope. Here's the thing. It's not easy to balance a family, a career, all of your other friendships, relationships, acquaintances, all the stuff that you have going on in life. It is really difficult to balance all of those things. I don't think that there's a single human being on the planet that just does it with ease. It's easy. I have this guilt all the time because it's the world we live in. We have to put a lot of work and energy into our success. We have to put a lot of work and energy into our relationships as well. My advice on how to smooth this over is don't take it to mean that you should stop being successful and focus all of your focus on your relationships. That's not necessarily the way to go. Most people should understand occasionally they get a little bummed out. We're having a Mercury retrograde right now. It happens, right? But also look at it as, okay, first of all, two things. One, when you're excited about something, you have made that journey. You have taken the steps to get where you are. That's what's really important. The people around you, they did not take those steps. They did not take that journey, and they are not going to understand how important this is in the same way. Also, you might get them at not so great times. The sky's the limit, right? Most people would go right to my success is wrong because it's hurting people and therefore I should stop doing it. No, that's not the way to go. But what you can do is be mindful of your time, not in an overwhelming, like I have any more room on my plate to add things to it. 'Cause that's very common for us human beings also, but just really making sure that you incorporate that time in with your family, with your friends, with the people around you that are important to you, because that's important to the balance of what you're trying to do also. In fact, it really does add to your success because you're not, it gives your brain and your body and everything a chance to just rest and be a person, and that's kind of hard when you're so focused, success driven. Now, this challenge becomes not quite as big of a challenge. It does stick around for 2 more days, Wednesday through Thursday. By the time it's gone, Mercury's retrograde is over. Now you can sit back and breathe a sigh of relief. It's just an opposition with the moon and Uranus and Jupiter, which are still in Taurus and are now focused on career also. And the moon moves from focus on home to focus on those you love. So it is kind of the same issue, okay? But not quite to the extent that it first started out to be. And I also just have to say that you really do need to be aware of just how much you may be amplifying this problem. Now, let me explain. We all do it. You go up to two people and you go, "Oh my God, I'm so excited. You can't believe I'm going to be on TV. It's so wonderful." And those two people and two people only are like, "You really want to go on TV? Like, is that how you want to spend your time? You don't want to go drinking at the park with us, kind of a thing." And it's just those two people, but in your mind, everybody's against you. And that's really what you want to be you want to be focusing your attention on. Are you amplifying this problem and making it a bigger problem than it needs to be? Because that's really important. And that's definitely something that we all do a lot. Now, challenges aside, 3 days of challenges, that's it. They're over once the moon moves out of that opposition and is no longer in Scorpio anymore, which is nice. What does stay all week long is the continued sextile between Jupiter and Uranus, and of course, Saturn and Mars, which are focused on long term goals and finances. So it's no wonder that you're putting so much energy into your career goals right now, because it's not just career, it's money, it's where do we go from here? So, I can see why you feel so focused to or you just feel so pulled to be focused on these things, because that's exactly how the planets are lining up for you guys. It's time to take a look at where you're at, where you want to go. Make sure that all the boxes are checked and you've taken the steps to do that. And then of course it's time to focus on what comes after that, because that's what a good goal setter does, right? So, yes, a lot of time is being taken up by that. Just to remember, it doesn't have to be all of your time. I think that's where, as human beings, we tend to be extremists and have that a really difficult time with that balance. The moon's going to come in and probably remind you in a not so nice way that you need that balance. If you take it as the intended message, it will be a lot easier than if you amplify it. If you get overly emotional by it, you're just going to waste time with all that kind of stuff. It is just what it is. The people around you love you and they want to see you every now and then. That's it. That's all I have for you guys this week. I'm Melissa Bruce, Heavy Metal Psychic. I will see you guys next week. In the meantime, I'm excited about all of your prospects. So keep up the good work, and I will see you next week. Make it a great one, you guys.